Hi Pisces, I'm Anisha. You can write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. You can also visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com, and this is your annual forecast for 2016. Pisces, it's quite a eventful year for you. We have Uranus that is there in your house of earned income, and he's been there for the last couple of years, and he carries on being there till about March 2019. Now, when Uranus comes and transits this particular chart, part of your chart, it also speaks about your core value system. Now, money, how it is, because this house is not about other people's money, it's about your own ability to be generating this money, and your sense of self-worth is very, very closely connected with this. And this is a time wherein that your own core value system is going to be coming up for inspection, and it's a time wherein that you can have quite an erratic time financially as well, wherein that there will be times that you'll be having more money that you wouldn't know what to do with, and you'll feel very happy, and there will be time where you'll always sort of be feeling that, oh, I'm about to go broke right now. And it can also be for those of you who are who work as freelancers and you work on projects, that they can be a spurt in work, and they can be times wherein that you may just feel that there's just no work that's happening around you. Try to your best to sort of stay away from any risky investment during this time, Pisces, and pay attention to your original ideas, to even thoughts that have, if you've had some inspirational thoughts and you've been thinking about, or you have been planning for the longest that you would like to do something, and there's enough research and thought that has gone into it, go back to that original bit of that thought as to what is it that you really wanted to do with your work, and then try to sort of build it up from there. We have Saturn that is there for the next 2 years, and Saturn is there in your house of career, in your house of reputation, and he carries on being there till about 2017, and all of us do not like Saturn. But Saturn often makes this transit when we have been neglecting a certain part of our lives, and we need to make the change over there. And Saturn is a teacher planet. He just brings about more people, more circumstances in our lives that we can learn well from them, and we can change, very importantly, because Saturn is all about effort and the effort to make a change. And this is a time where you are going to be working very hard as far as your work is concerned, and you're going to be making career advancement, and you're going to be experiencing success as well, Pisces. And you till now, if you have been working very hard at something, a project, or maybe you've been looking at getting into even a newer industry, this is a time that you'll find that you have some good news that is there. And also this is a time where a project will get its due credit. There will be some accolades that could come your way. But if the focus has not been there, so say if you have been given a project and you've just been sort of been doing the bare about things that needs to get done to get by, then of course the accolades and the recognition, the rewards are not going to be coming to you. And it can also be with Saturn that you will face the consequences as well, because Saturn is it's not something that it'll let it be. It'll bring a lesson along with things that have not got done. So hard work is something which Saturn really pays. So ensure that you're working hard at things, you're working hard at your work, and you're not sort of just taking your work very casually. You may also not like how vulnerable you feel around other people during this time, and you can take on more responsibility and be more mature about it as well. But it could feel quite burdensome for you, and wherein that earlier you could have maybe looked at earning money is not a big deal. Now it's going to be not just a burden, but there's a huge sense of responsibility along with it, that you need to be earning an X money in order to be taking care of a responsibility. Now this transit, the interesting thing about this transit is that it can go either way. It can either make you extremely successful, or it can also bring a lot of challenges as well if you're not really up to not just working hard, but be in a very organized and a disciplined way. Saturn is all about structure. So for those of you who are used to doing things very fluidly and very or used to doing things in spurts. This is the time, you'll have this bout of really when you're working hard, and then all of a sudden you're not doing anything at all. But Saturn is going to be bringing about that consistent sort of not pressure, but that consistent responsibility that you have to be this way, at least for the next 2 years. That's what the focus is going to be there for you. And this house, also the house of career, reputation, it also represents our place in the world. It's Saturn's own house as well. And it's a time wherein that you can feel as if you're trapped in a job, or you could feel quite restricted in what you can achieve. This is a time also, where you could have a tough time with a boss, with an authority figure, can be a parent as well. And however, end of the transit, you will find yourself breaking free out of this, and there will be lessons learned as to how is it that things really need to get done. And a lot of focus is there. I think the lesson for you also over here is, because there is money and its social status, is not to worry so much about your social status, Pisces. Don't sort of worry if the invitations are not coming your way. Let me put it that way. And try not to equate your sense of self-worth with it. We have Jupiter that is there in your house of marriage relationships for the first 9 months till about September 9th. And then from September 10th, it moves on to your house of joint finances, inheritances and sexuality. Now Jupiter is in this house of marriage partnership, and it can be a business partnership as well, because it's a house of partnership. It's going to be enhancing a need to have a partner. You are going to be in this space wherein that you would want to commit, and you would want to be with somebody. This entire phase of Jupiter being there for the next 2 years is something wherein Pisces, there is a need to be working in teams for you. You would, even at work, you would want to work with people, wherein earlier you could have been comfortable working on your own. But there's a lot of stress on being with people, having a partner by your side. And even it can be that you may commit to this person, and you may move in with them. It can even be get engaged or even get married. And it's just a time with this, the Jupiter aspect being there, where that you will prefer being in a relationship over than being over being alone. And professionally, you could take on a business partner for those of you who are entrepreneurs and have your own work. And even at, I think at the corporate side, you will find that your work relationship is doing very well. In certain cases, some of you may fall in love with somebody at your work. It can be that you know this person through your work, and you commit to this person. And overall, it's a happier phase, where it's talking about being happier in relationships of all kind, and the people that you meet, they will tend to be good for you. And it can be also on the flip side that you may end a relationship around this time during this transit, and it's one that hasn't really been good for you, and you would be quite happy to get rid of it. You're better at making compromises now during this phase, Pisces, and it's really about finding the middle ground and negotiating, and that is what you're going to be doing. Now from September 10th, Jupiter moves on to your house of day-to-day chores and your health, and that's the time wherein that Jupiter is going to make even the mundane work quite fun. You are going to be enjoying, whether it is doing grocery shopping, or just doing stuff for the house, or doing even menial work. You're going to be quite happy doing all that work, and it's just a smoother time. So even if you're not going to be like happy doing the work, there's just going to be this sense of fluidity that is there. It won't seem a chore that, oh, I have to do this. And a lot of focus on health as well. So a lot of you are going to be taking your diet seriously. You're going to be taking your health seriously. And you are going to be not just changing a diet or a health plan. Some of you will hit the gym with a vengeance and really get in shape. And I would say look at your health with really different eyes. March 9th, we have a solar eclipse that is there in your own sign, Pisces, and this is joining Neptune also, that is there in your own sign for the next 7 years. Now, the solar eclipse energy is a new moon energy. That means it's speaking about new opportunities, and this is your house of self where this entire transit is happening. So, it can be that you will be making a lot of outward changes, maybe a drastically different haircut, or maybe your appearance undergoes a change. You change your wardrobe and you are presenting yourself very differently to the world outside. It's going to be mattering to you how it is that people perceive you. Also, for while there's a superficial overhaul that would be happening, there's also an internal overhaul that is required. And for some of you who are willing to look at those dark places within you, it will be fantastic for you, because with this entire focus on self, the only challenge being there that your ruling planet Neptune is also there in your house of self, and Neptune is this really hazy. It's a very it's a planet which has no boundaries. So it's looking at things out of a haze. You know, when you look at things in the moonlight, they look very different. So there can be a sense of what it is that you're perceiving of yourself may not be true, or it may not be reflected in the similar way as to what you think it is that you are. You think that you are reflecting it, or you may feel that you're this person who's really kind and compassionate and very fair and not manipulative. And on the other side, they could just be this very other. A very different perspective altogether. And Neptune somewhere is going to be maybe exalting this sense of self, wherein that you could feel that, oh, I'm so nice, or I'm this person who's always wronged. So there can be this misguided sense of self with Neptune being there. Of course, it will make you really compassionate, because Neptune is a planet of, it brings about a lot of understanding and compassion. But along with it, you cannot be going wrong as to, or you cannot, I would say that you will be in denial, but there's just going to be a misguided sense about who you are and what it is that you perceive yourself to be, and what is it that is really getting reflected. So there are really these two things that are there. And it's also a time that how you come across and how it is that you want to express yourself, it can be two different things. And especially if you are someone who's trying to hide something from people, it's something that can be more apparent. So there can be these two versions of you where you are trying to project something, but in reality it could be something quite different. Consequently, this is also a good time to be trying something that you could have been quite gun shy about in the past. And it's a time wherein that you can, because the entire Neptune haze is there, and we have of course the eclipse, a new opportunity. It can be that you are an opportunity happens where you are allowed to express yourself as you are, as you want to be heard, or as you want to be seen. And even I think things that have to do with the past and that are quite uncomfortable can be dealt right now during this phase. And you can feel, because it's a new moon energy, tends to just shine a light on you. You can be quite uncomfortable with this. Maybe you don't want to talk about these feelings, and you feel that it's all there in the past and there is no point. But it would be a good time, Pisces, to be examining those, to be looking at the past experiences and seeing as to what is it that really makes you uncomfortable about them. Around March the 23rd, we have a lunar eclipse, and we have a lunar eclipse in Libra, and this is happening in your house of joint finances, taxes, inheritances, and even intimacy. Now, full moon is normally about, it's an intensely emotional energy, because it's a closure. That means you're closing something on, something is coming to an end. Unlike a new moon energy is much more lighter. The full moon is normally because you are a project finishes or a relationship finishes around this time. And because this has to do with your joint finances, it can be that a divorce comes through during this time. the power play with money that is there, that gets sorted around this time. Even it has to do with releasing something really from the past. It can be some baggage that you've been holding on to a long time really gets released over here. And it can also be that physically there's a literal a transformation. For some of you, you can actually be moving houses. You can be leaving the current place, and either you could be moving away, and dealing with intimacy and security can be quite a focus around this time. So things to do with, it's a great time to be renovating. It's a great time to be redoing your interiors and making your house more comfortable around this time. And issues that are related with other people's money could come up right now, and you may have to sort of use a large chunk of money. Now either you are lending that money to a friend or a family member, or it seems to be settling an outstanding debt. It can also be alimony. This also covers. So it can be that a huge chunk of money is being paid towards that. It's a good time to be looking at your EMI Pisces. It's a good time to be looking at maybe if there are better rates in the market. Maybe you need to be re-looking at them and seeing as to evaluating as to what is it. Maybe you can tweak the plan. Maybe you can go in for a better EMI plan. And this also is because it also rules taxes and inheritances as well. It's a time wherein that you could be getting bogged down by that. Now Mars is going retrograde from April 18th to June 30th, and Mars goes retrograde every once couple of years for approximately 80 days. And this is happening in your house of career, where already we have Saturn that is sitting over there, and then it's going to be moving to your house of Jupiter. It's generally the thumb rule for Mars retrograders. It's not a great time to be starting something. It's not a great time to be getting into arguments, into fights. It's not a great time to be starting divorce proceedings. Not a great time for surgeries as well. Of course, if you must go in, if you're really unwell, please do go so. It's a good time to be, and also not buying anything mechanical. No mechanical stuff to be bought during a Mars retrograde. Anything to do with refining, revising, retweaking, researching, it's a great time for that. And because this has to do with your work, you can expect some kind of a good news around that. There can be some amount of a delay, so just hang in over there. And also there seems to be an added responsibility as far as your career is concerned. In certain cases there could be a career change as well, wherein that you may just decide that this is not what you want to do. May and October, we have a square between Saturn and Neptune, and Saturn and Neptune don't like each other. Saturn is all about structure, and Neptune is your ruling planet that's very airy, and it floats around, and it's this dream-like energy that is there. And squares are normally a time where things are out of sync. They're not in balance. There's a lack of harmony over there. And over here we have Saturn that is there in your career, which is saying get organized, get structured, and Neptune is in your house of self. So it's saying I don't want structure, I don't need boundaries, I need freedom, I need space. So you need to be, and also you need to know that you cannot push the Neptunian energy. You just need to go. It's air, you can't really go and push it. So you really need to be going with the flow, and you need to be, I think, also a more understanding of self is there. If some of you are willing to work harder and trying to understand as to what is it really that you want out of your career or out of your life goal, maybe that can then match your innermost dreams, desires, and what it is that you really want for yourself. But keep a plan B, Pisces, and flow with the direction, and try not to get too rigid around this time. June and July, we have a beautiful trine that is there between Pluto and Jupiter, and it's a lovely time because it seems to be good news as far as friendships are concerned, as far as relationships are concerned. And it can be that you meet somebody new around this time. You can meet somebody from overseas. There's a lot of quite a nice aspect of relationships over here with people with whom you're involved with. And Pluto, of course, is going to be digging as usual and trying to understand, make you rather look at why is it certain relationship important, or what it is that you want out of it. We're ending 2016 with a glorious trine in December that is between Uranus in your house of earned income, and we have Saturn that is there in your house of career. So you can expect some good news suddenly. It's a good aspect. and you can expect some sudden financial and spiritual growth as well. And it can be that because it's covering your house of earned income, that you get a boost, or you get a promotion, or there is a bonus, or you get a hike, a sizable hike in your salary. And of course, with Saturn being there, it will ensure that it lasts for a long time, that it's not just one. So I'm assuming it should be a promotion with a decent bonus as well. So quite a year for you Pisces, a lot of work on the self. Of course, it does not make it easy that with the Neptune sitting over there in your house, your own house, I think it makes everything more fluid and very hard to give boundaries or to give structure to. But being forewarned is forearmed. So try and keep that in mind, that things that really require structure or places where you need to be doing it, implement them. So it's been a pleasure speaking with you Pisces. I'll see you soon, and thank you so much for watching.